Welcome back, dear listeners. Couldn't get enough of Connect More? Well, it's your lucky day. And mine, since I've got a couple questions to ask these cats. In this Connect More shorty, we'll connect some more? Whatever. Let's see what more these puds can possibly have to say.
Hey yo, welcome to a Connect More shorty. I'm Eric. There's John.
Hey there.
That's Brian.
Greetings.
And that's Jason.
Hello, everyone.
In these bonus episodes, we take a question from our producer about anything, and this is basically the first time we've heard the question, so there's no prep. Madam Producer, what's your inquiry?
How do you take your coffee?
All right. So my typical coffee order depends how fancy I want to get, right? If I want a meal, coffee as a meal, you get a cappuccino, right? That's why you do that. But if you're just getting a coffee for the sake of coffee, I just get it black with sugar only. And it's the way I like it. I mean, I have certain things I do like in coffee. I really like a German blend. You can get those at Aldi, which are really good. But I think Jason kind of wasted me on coffee. He's the one who introduced me to some really good coffee, and he's like, we got to expand your horizons a little bit, buddy. So this has worked out pretty well. So now I'm kind of a coffee snob. And
He got you off the Folgers train.
yes. So now we bring back like 10 pounds of coffee from Mexico every time we go.
Did you say smuggle or bring back? You
Yes.
said smuggle?
Yes.
What's the customs on that thing?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So yes, I'm much more of a snob than I used to be.
Wow. Yeah. I like the good coffees too. I think I usually just do a coffee black, and in my morning one is I just go to the Maverick or whatever. They have a couple different things that I like. I just like their house, and they have a Brazilian thing that's good every once in a while. But the best convenience store one that I get in the morning, sometimes I'll drive a couple extra blocks to the Quick Star because I like their Kona dark roast.
Oh, that's
really
good.
like that. Yeah.
Yep.
But I do like the better coffees too. When I want to fancy up my coffee, and I don't do this very often, maybe once every couple months. I mean, I just like the classic vanilla latte. That's my fancier coffee order.
A fine choice.
Yeah, I'll say I order those kinds of things so infrequently. I don't even know how to order like the cappuccino, half calf, half. I don't even know what it is.
I just say cappuccino.
Because
I don't go.
I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I just, like you were saying, Jocko, I just get a black coffee. I don't, and I like a good, like, especially if it's a really good black coffee, there's just nothing better.
I love
No
it.
cream, no sugar. Just
Yes.
let the coffee speak for itself.
Yes.
I agree. And when you go to one of these places, even if it's a Starbucks or any of your local coffee shops, just get their regular black coffee. It's so good.
So good.
Yeah.
There's a place here in Dubuque called Devour Cafe, and it's on my way to work. And
Yeah.
usually once a week, I'll treat myself and stop in there just to get a big old mug of black coffee and chat with the guy a little bit about what's going on in the neighborhood. But man, there's nothing better. But I do remember, like when I started drinking coffee in college, like going over to the Mocker Union there and sitting there and getting coffee from Hardee's. I remember
sure.
thinking,
Yeah.
I am just going to drink this black. Because what if you are going to get coffee sometime and they don't have cream or they don't have sugar or whatever? Then what are you going to do? So I just bit the bullet and said, I'm just going to drink this bitch black so that I'm always prepared wherever I'm getting coffee. So, and then here we are 40 years later or whatever, I'm still drinking black coffee.
Can we please get an audio sample of I'm just going to drink this bitch black?
Sample that and put it in some rap song or
I
something.
just have some ideas.
I was like you. I started drinking coffee in basic training because I couldn't have soda.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so that's when I started, and I just never stopped since then. And And yeah, so
And I'll say I never back away from a bad cup of coffee either. Like that doesn't bother me. Like gas station
yeah,
coffee and stuff, I'll get it wherever. Although,
agreed.
like you were saying, Jocko, I love those new machines they have, like at the Quick Star, where you get like the freshly ground and brewed
Yeah.
coffee
Yeah.
that goes right into your. It's got that little foam on top.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that's good. That's next level gas station coffee
Yeah.
for
No,
sure.
they
By the
stepped it
way,
up.
we have one of those at work.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
it's
Um,
dangerous.
I won't drink the bad coffee, man.
Oh, really?
If I get a bad cup of coffee, I'm not
Hmm.
doing it. In fact, uh, I went a little over the top the other day in the office because somebody made this. I don't know if they just reran the water through the grounds a second time. It was bad, and I was like, "Who did this?
Yeah.
If I find out, they're gonna
Yuck.
get a suspension."
I should not see the bottom of the cup, right?
Yuck.
I should not be able to see the bottom of the cup.
Right.
And see, in my office, they just get the big flat of giant Folgers, coffee,
Right.
those big
Yeah.
red ones. That's what
Yeah.
we have at the office. So that's what I drink most of the time at the office.
Yeah.
So I swing both ways here. I got the bad coffee at the office, but then every once in a while I treat myself.
So I try not to do coffee. I don't have coffee in the morning the vast majority of the time. So it's not a thing that I do. Coffee for me has ended up in the category of like going to get a shake at Dairy Queen, right? So it's a similar to the thing that Paco was saying earlier. Like it's going to be a treat. It's going to be something that I'm consciously going through the Starbucks line to get the grande iced white mocha because it's the dessert coffee, right? That's what it is. And I don't do it very often. What I like from that world when I'm doing it, which is going to be about once a week, if that, is over at Caribou. They will run you that nitro cold brew. It comes without ice.
Oh,
It has
that's
a
good
high
stuff.
caffeine content. That is an effective delivery system. It's going to do for you what you need done. And so I that's my actual favorite order at the moment.
Hey, John, you just reminded me of something though, and there are certain places where I'll drink certain coffees, and whenever I'm in Des Moines and I have the time, and I will go out of my way a little bit, I will go to that coffee shop that's kind of by your place, south of the highway. Remind me,
Zanzibar.
Smoky Row. Yeah, Smoky Row.
Smoky Row
Smoky
or
Row.
Zanzibar?
Yep.
Smoky
Yeah.
Row, and
Yep.
I will get that Nutty Irishman.
They will sell
That
you a Nutty
thing.
Irishman that's a good coffee
Oh.
drink, Paco. I
Yep.
definitely have that one too. In fact,
Oh.
I try to stay away from that one because it's 4 blocks from my house, and
Oh no! If I lived where you did next to that, it would be I'd have the punch card filled every week.
Well, walk
And they
me
have
through this. What's a
drive-thru.
nutty
They have-
Irishman? What's in this
it's
thing?
it's Irish cream and hazelnut and
Yep.
in an espresso, and then
Okay.
they fill it up, and it's yummy. But again, it's in that category of dessert coffee. It's like
Yes.
I've had that.
Yeah.
That's my 600 calories for this 8-hour period, you know,
Right.
and so
See, and isn't that one of the nice things about just getting like a good cup of black coffee? Is it's a little bit more guilt free. Like there's no calories.
absolutely.
I mean, I feel like I can drink it without feeling like I'm killing myself.
Does the caffeine get to do you ever get to a point where you drink too much? I know like during election times when I'm working election times and I get coffee and I'm kind of not paying attention how much I get, and my eyeballs will start to literally like twitch. I get this twitch in my eyeballs.
especially the cheap stuff, it just goes right through me. I get 45 minutes out of it, and then I'm on to the next one. And so if I'm going to do it, I have to do several, and it just doesn't help me. But we definitely want video of the eyeball twitch.
If I can hold the camera steady, I'll see what I can do.
So what I can't believe nobody said on this is like we lived through the coffee boom. So kids, there was a time when coffee really was just the gas station coffee. And if you went to, it was a cup you got at Village Inn, and they would come by and fill it up a couple of times. And that was pretty good, by the way, for like a breakfast coffee. But then we lived through kind of by the time, but it got to us.
You filled your thermos. Like there was
Thermos,
no going to the
takeout
convenience store on
cup,
the way to work. Yeah.
repeat, get a last mug. They come by and top you off, like a good server tops you off right as you're
Yeah.
finishing, and you're sitting
Yeah.
there talking. We used to go with our friends, and we would sit across the table with our friends and drink the coffee together. It was amazing. It was a
Well,
different world.
should we do a real how old are you guys moment here? When I remember that
Uh-huh.
semester or that year that I spent in Chicago,
Yeah.
which was around 1989,
Yeah,
90
89.
maybe?
Sounds
Yeah.
right.
89,
Yeah.
90, something like that. When I lived there for that year, there were 3 Starbucks in Chicago. 3.
Ooh.
Total.
Three.
Yeah.
Three.
That's all there were in the whole
Yeah.
city. And there was
Jeez.
one like 3 blocks from my house. There was one in the Loop, and there was one like at the airport or something. That was it.
Wow.
That's
And I
amazing.
remember like and there were really nice coffee houses at that time, like little locally owned ones around. But Starbucks just wasn't even a thing. And I remember coming back to Cedar Falls after I had been in Chicago, and like you couldn't get a good cup of coffee in Cedar Falls. It was literally like Hardee's.
Yeah.
It's true.
Right.
And
I
we
worked-
really
and I
didn't
worked
get
at
the
that
build
yogurt
out
place.
of the Starbucks till like 93, 94. Like it's hard to imagine the landscape
Yeah.
without any Starbucks options even in the larger towns, but it just was not the thing.
It's not a thing. I even started making coffee at that ice cream place I worked at. Remember that when I came back from
Yeah.
Chicago? I worked at that
Oh,
place
yeah.
on the hill. I was
Yep.
like, we got to
I
make
remember that.
make some coffee here. Let's get some good coffee because you
Yeah.
couldn't even get it anywhere.
Yeah. I do remember that. Yep. Well, hey, connectors, did you know coffee beans are actually fruit? And you regular listeners know how we like to talk about our fruit. So, connectors, tell us what your favorite coffee order is. Send us your emails and voice memos at connectmorepod@gmail.com, cnxmorepod@gmail.com. You can also comment on our Facebook page.
So is the bean considered a pit then? Is it a
Yeah, it's got a couple seeds in it, see?
but is it a pit or a seed?
Yeah.
It's not a pick because it doesn't have a fruit around it. It is not surrounded by a fruit. Right?
Yeah, I'm surrounded by fruits right now.
Land of fruits and nuts, baby.
Thank you for listening to Connect More. I'm the producer. Please subscribe and like this podcast because it's my only chance of getting paid for this gig. Connect More is a product of Pantiger LLC and is hosted by Brian Danielson, Eric Van Lanker, Jason Nisus, and John Hedgecoff. Connect More is edited by me and Jocko. The showrunners are Jax, Hedge, and Weenus. Theme music written and recorded by Ryan Veeder. Cover art designed by Leon Golden. Musical director is Evil. Legal liaison is Brian. Lead writers are John and Eric. Runner-up writers are Jason and Captain Danielson. Publication coordinator is Jax. Special thanks to GVC, Aaron, Miss Roper, and Yoko. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to follow Connect More on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.